Sometimes people think you're a fool, but the real fools are those who fail to understand your depth. In life, every person is presented with two choices every day: a big, shining rasgala and a small laddu. The question is, which one do you choose? In a small town lived a doctor. He was not only a good physician, but also a great supporter of humanity. Whenever a poor person needed medicine, he would help them without charging any fees. That's why people in the town often said, "Dr. Sir not only cures illnesses, but also heals hearts." The doctor had a son who appeared innocent and simple. One day, the hospital manager said to the doctor with a smile, "Dr. Sir, you are an example for the whole town. But your son, he seems completely empty-headed." The doctor asked in surprise, "Why? What did he do?" The manager laughed and said, "Whenever I go to the canteen, I jokingly place two sweets in front of him. One big rasgala and one small laddu. Other kids also watch. And your son, every single time, chooses the laddu." Then everyone laughs and says, "Look, even the doctor's son doesn't know the difference." That evening, the doctor came home and asked his son, "Son, tell me, which is bigger, rasgulla or laddu?" The boy replied, "Rasgulla." The doctor then said seriously, "Then why do you always choose the laddu? Everyone thinks you're a fool." The boy smiled faintly and said, "Papa, if I ever pick the rasgulla, people will realize that I understand the difference. After that, they will never offer me sweets again. But when I keep choosing the laddu, they enjoy the joke and bring sweets in front of me every day. The rasgulla would have been just for one day, but this way, I get to enjoy sweets every single day." The doctor fell silent. The boy took a deep breath and began speaking, not with mere innocence this time, but with a depth of thought in his voice. "Papa, life always gives us two choices: a big, shining rasgulla and a small laddu. At first glance, the rasgulla seems better, bigger, brighter. But if we always expect a rasgulla, perhaps we may end up with nothing at all. And if we wisely keep choosing the laddu, then sweetness continues every day." That's the difference between wisdom and cleverness. Cleverness says, "Grab the rasgulla right now." Wisdom says, "Even if it's smaller, choose what benefits you for the long term." If someone only has cleverness, he may succeed for a short time, like a student who cheats in an exam and passes. But without wisdom, cleverness becomes nothing more than selfishness. If someone only has wisdom, he thinks deeply, sees clearly, but often misses opportunities. That's why both are needed in life: the calmness of wisdom and the sharpness of cleverness. Take Steve Jobs, for example. When he dropped out of college, people laughed at him, saying he was ruining his life, but he chose something that looked small and useless: calligraphy classes. From that came the beauty of the Mac and the iPhone. People kept calling him crazy, but his foresight changed the world. Papa, that is the secret of life. Cleverness can open doors, but wisdom tells you which door to walk through. Cleverness can win you a game, but wisdom can win you life. And when both walk together, then a person not only becomes successful, but also truly respected. The end. The boy kept speaking, and the father kept listening silently. Now, in the father's eyes, there was no anger, only a glow of pride. He realized that even if people called his son a fool, within him lay the very depth that makes a person truly great.